This is Senator Steve Conway reporting to you here on the 41st day of our 60-day short session this year, and kind of giving you an update on what's going on here in Olympia. Bills were introduced in the Senate, and we considered those bills, some which have passed, and bills were introduced in the House. So now we are considering the House bills in the Senate, and the House bill in turn are considering the Senate bills. It's been a very interesting session, addressing some of the critical issues that I know you're all interested in, but also not addressing some other issues. Some of the more important bills that we worked on in the Senate dealt with our veterans and military population. A very key bill was the Senate Bill 5318 dealing with military resident tuition, which allows for a waiver of the one-year waiting period for those veterans who are returning to school so they can immediately use their GI benefits. I had a great conversation with the base commander at JBLM, and he told me this was his highest priority. A second bill, I think, for veterans that I thought was rather important was Senate Bill 6208, which dealt with what we refer to as pension poachers. This bill was brought to us by our Attorney General, who feels very strongly that those veterans who are eligible for pensions from the federal government have been taken advantage of by various entrepreneurs who then come to spouses of veterans and others to take advantage of them. This will provide consumer protection from what we refer to as these pension poachers. A final bill was Senate Bill 5975, Veterans Innovation Program. This bill, one veteran came to me and told me that he felt that this was the best program for veterans in our state. It's a special fund administered by the Department of Veteran Affairs, which helps our returning veterans, those returning from combat zones, those maybe coming out of the military, to find the services they need and the help they need in this readjustment to civilian life. This bill is now in the House, and hopefully it will become law at the end of this session. Finally, another bill for our seniors and for our disabled community is a bill we've referred to as the Community First Choice Option, Senate Bill 6387. This bill will assist our seniors and our disabled families with critical needs and is one of the more important pieces of legislation that passed across the floor of the Senate. We are now at that point in the session. We are considering House bills, but we are also looking at our budgets. And our budgets are currently, we will be looking at our a supplemental operational budget, a capital budget, and a transportation budget. Frankly, these budgets are critical to our state. Certainly one of the critical needs in our state is education funding. And certainly one of the missing parts of our discussions in the Senate so far has been efforts to increase educational funding. The second issue here is our transportation package. This transportation package is critical to Pierce County in terms of completion of Interstate 167, a critical piece of transportation network, critical to our ports, and also another piece is funding for the congestion around the bases. Both of these issues are critical to our county in terms of its future, and we need to take action on this transportation budget. Not only does it bring important future investments for us, but it also brings jobs. If we pass this transportation package, we will see immediately 7,500 jobs in our community and a promise of even more in the next 10 years. So hopefully we can complete this critical final piece of our work this session, our transportation budget.